Hi, dear friends and subscribers. Welcome to Cricket Happenings with your host Ram, and we are looking at the third day's play in the match at the Shere Bangla National Stadium, where, as you know, as I said, the third day would be very, very interesting, and yes, it was. It was made interesting by Darren Bravo, who actually got his first Test century. He scored 100. In fact, he in fact reached it in style. In fact, just the last ball of the day at the Shere Bangla National Stadium in this second Test match, Darren Bravo scored a boundary to go to century. So this was his maiden century. So it's his first Test century, and it came in 10 Tests. So he was the one who made it all exciting. He was unbeaten on 100 with 7 fours and 2 sixes. And Kirk Edwards, who actually had a century, the first inning century maker, today scored 86. He missed a coveted century. Probably if he could have done that, West Indies, once upon a time, they were really roaring like lions. That was 10 years back. So it's almost 10 years since any West Indian batsman scored two centuries. Scored centuries in the same test. So basically, he could have got an opportunity to score his second century in the same test, but unfortunately, it was not, as Kirk Edwards made 86, and they were the ones who were responsible for West Indies sitting absolutely pretty today, 207 for 3 at close of play on the third day. So, and they also did one good thing, is that they restricted Bangladesh. They took a score, they took a lead of 124 by bowling out the Bangladeshi innings for 231. So that gave them a 124 run lead. So today Naeem Islam was run out in the morning, not making much addition to his score of 42. He was out for 45 with 5 fours. And then today it was not Fiddle Edwards, but Bishu came in and picked up some wickets. First it was the time for Surwadi Shuo to go. He was caught Brathwaite bowled Bishu for 15, and Nasir Hussain was out for 42, and Shahadat Hussain was clean bowled by Bishu for 4, 231 all out Bangladesh. And the bowling figures: Fiddle Edwards yesterday 13 overs no made in 63 runs and 5 wickets. He was not among the wickets today. Kemar Roos 9 overs for 52, did not bowl today. Darren Sami 10 overs, none for 32, did not was not required to bowl today. Devendra Bishu was the man who was pressed into the attack, and he really did well for himself. 23 overs, 4 maidens, 62 runs and 3 wickets. And Marlon Samuels, 13 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 22. Now, as far as West Indies were concerned, they didn't have a good start today, as the opener Brathwaite was actually run out in the second ball of the second innings, as he was gone for a duck. So that was the first wicket to go. And after that, Kieron Powell tried to go over the top against Shakib Al Hasan and had to pay the penalty there. It was caught by Nasir Hussain at mid-on for 12 with one boundary. So that made it 33 for 2. And after that, it was really scintillating stroke making, because Darren Bravo was there in the middle. Darren Bravo cracked 3 consecutive boundaries of one of the bowlers. That was, I think it was Rubel Hussain, whom he hit for 3 boundaries. Kirk Edwards was actually mixing the defense with offense. His offense was just coming in spurts, but Darren Bravo was the man who was really staying there. And one thing that I would like to say, this was a 151 run partnership between Kirk Edwards and Darren Bravo. And what was good to see, good use of the feet by Darren Bravo. The pitch was offering something, but I thought Kirk Edwards and Darren Bravo really played well. And what Kirk Edwards and Darren Bravo partnership of 151 did to Bangladesh is made them go for a defensive field, and that's what they did. They pushed the field, and then they slowly started milking the singles, driving to long on and long off, and that became a regular feature. And so probably Bangladesh probably lost the plot there. Probably Mushfiqur Rahim went for being defensive rather than attacking them. And well, that's really enabled Kirk Edwards to score the occasional boundaries and grab the initiative. Not initiative, basically drive home the initiative by actually putting up a 151 run partnership. They took on the score from 33 for 2 to 184, and just before stumps, Kirk Edwards, after playing a good knock and also hitting one very good 6, was clean bowled by Shurwati Shuvo for 86 with 7 fours and 1 6. Darren Bravo, as I said, reached his century in style of the last ball of the day by cracking a boundary. and it was very fitting that Darren Bravo got his first Test century. They're still not out on 100 with 7 fours and 2 sixes. Kemar Roche, the night watchman, has been sent in, not out on 4. They still have a lot of batting to come. Marlon Samuels, he's in some great form in this series. Shivnarine Chandrapal, one of the rocks of the West Indies. And then you have Darren Sammy, the all-rounder. Carlton Bogg is a good bat. Fiddle Edwards can throw his bat as well. So it all depends on what Bangladesh do tomorrow. That is on the fourth day. Definitely Bangladesh are going to struggle to save this match because they are 331 runs on, and Darren Bravo is at the crease, and he would be really eyeing to get probably 150, 160 odd, probably make a big century here. And then he has some support coming in from all the frontline batsmen still coming, and probably West Indies could set a target of 450 or 500 to Bangladesh. And well, I think Bangladesh would be really struggling, but well, you never know. So West Indies finished at 207 for 3 at close of play on the third day, and really, I would say they're really dominating the day there. And as far as the bowling figures were concerned, Rubel is in 9 overs, 2 maidens, none for 22. Nasser is in 16 overs, 3 maidens, none for 49, bowled well. Shakib Al Hasan, 17 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 62. Naeem Islam was economical, 7 overs, 2 maidens, 13 runs and no wicket. Shurwadi Shoa bowled 15 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 32. 3 overs for 15 for Shahid Hussain. I was pretty disappointed that Shahid Hussain has been looking absolutely off color in this Test match. I thought probably he would be adding a lot of impetus and a lot of pace to the attack, but Shahid Hussain has been absolutely off color, unfortunately. Rakib Al Hasan bowled 4 overs for 12 runs, so a lot of bowlers used, but well, as I said, Kirk Edwards and Darren Bravo really stuck it out there and played really in a very nice manner, and they really summed up the situation, and they did what was required for the West Indies. And as I said, now West Indies are in a position of great strength, and tomorrow if they have to, even if they drive it down to 400, that also could be a bit tricky, because Fiddle Edwards is bowling with a lot of fire. Then they have the Devendra Bishu, and this is the fourth day, and definitely the pitch is going to turn. The pitch has already started turning. It's a slow turn, and as you know, as the days progress by, as the test comes, like the fourth and fifth days, as you know, there'll be a lot of marks created, and definitely there'll be a lot of assistance for the bowlers. And I'm looking at it like probably Bangladesh are really going to struggle to save this match. Well, if they do so, that would be great, but I think that West Indies are really having a firm grip on this match right now. Well, other than that, cricket news, one thing that I would like to cover is tomorrow there's going to be the one-off test. That's only going to be one test match which is going to be played, and this is going to be played between New Zealand and Zimbabwe. Only one test, and Daniel Vettori is back for New Zealand. So, and this is going to be played in Bulawayo. So that will be the first day's play tomorrow. I'll be back with the match report of that too when I actually bring you the Cricket Happening show tomorrow. Well, dear cricket fans, thanks for your support and your continuous encouragement, and thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram signing off for the day. Thank you.